Hey, what's up with y'all, man? We're here with another one. With another video. Jump into this one, man. And this one is one that's been heavy on my mind, so I definitely had to talk about this. Especially fresh into 2025, I think it's super important to talk about this one right here. And it's being the main character. Now, a lot of people talk about this. A lot of people have touched on this before. I'm definitely not the first person to do it, but it's a different, when I'm talking about it, it's a little bit different. It's not about being, selfish with yourself so much and not worrying about anybody else and just you, and now I'm the main character and I don't know, a lot of the talks that I hear about when it comes to that topic of being the main character and becoming the main character in the story is like, it's always based kind of in like selfishness. And I think that's, what I normally see. It's just been something that's been on my mind because it's something that I definitely got to do this year. And I think this will be my most me-focused year for sure. But it's not at a place of selfishness. It's not at a place like, I don't care about y'all. I'm worried about me. I don't care how anybody feel about it. I don't care how da-da-da-da. Maybe there is some of that in there. I'll be honest. Maybe there is some of that in there a little bit where I was like, I got to do what I got to do, though. It's more on man time, like where it's like, I got to do what I got to do. I got to handle what I got to handle. Now the things that require me outside of me, that truly require me to be there or be around, or be, present for that, then that's different. I'm not going to ignore the things that are, like urgent or that really need me, But one thing I realized is I need me. So that's where I'm trying to take it right now. That's where I'm trying to guide the conversation right now is that I need me. I bet y'all could relate with, I feel like I've always been so accessible to everybody else. I haven't been even accessible enough to myself. Where it's like, put it straight like this. I feel like for so long I've been playing a role player in other people's stories and not playing the character, the main character that I should in my own story. And I need me. I need me for that. I need me so I can do what I need to do for myself. Because everybody got stories. Everybody. Your best friend, your mom, these friends over here, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, they all got whatever the case may be. They got their own stories. But you got your own story too. I got my own story too. But if I'm sitting here being a role player in everybody else's story and being the side character in everybody else's story, how my story gonna get finished? I got a book I gotta write. My story sitting here, it's like it's like, think about the episode of SpongeBob where he start the paper and he got the on the top of the paper. All it says is the at the top. It's printed very nicely, but he still got a story to write. He still got a paper to finish. I got a paper to finish. I got my story I got to finish, and I can't finish it unless I'm going to be 100% active in my story. And if I'm not 100% active in my story, will it ever get done the way it's supposed to? Will this thing ever get written the way it's supposed to? What could this have been if I would have finished this? And I don't want to look back, when I'm old, if I make it there, God willing, if I make it there, or not even be able to look back, but other people are looking back at my story when I'm gone and they like, oh, that's all it was? That's all it did? Like, nah, man, it's too much here. Especially in my life personally, I feel like there's too much potential there. Like, there's too much to be told. There's too much. And I can't let that just fizzle into nothing. Because I was too busy helping everybody else write their story. Oh, you know what you should do? You should do it like this. Da, da. Oh, you know what you should do? You should do. And it's like, that's beautiful. You should not feel, wrong for being a character in somebody else's story. Because I might be a character in your story right now. Somebody most likely will start watching my videos in 2025 and say, yeah, he did have an influence on me. Or this dude right here, I've been watching him on YouTube for a minute. He had an influence on me and everything. Or he, I remember he had this video about this and this and that, bro. That helped me so much. Or that I've already got messages and comments like that where people saying stuff like that. And it's like, that's dope. I love that. I love it. But I'm still trying to write my story. Y'all are watching me on camera write my story. Like, figure this thing out. This is me trying to, literally me doing these videos is me trying to dive more into my main character and become that more so I can write for myself. So I can finish this thing, so I can write this thing. So I could bring all of me to this world that's supposed to be here. There's so much potential inside of me. Just like it might be so much potential inside of you. It has to come to the forefront, though. I can't have one foot in, one foot out. forever. And I feel like I've done that for a long time. The past few years, for a long time, for years, bro, for years. But I think in 2025 and even in the end of 2024, I really started kind of getting both feet on one side. And I realized I got to pick a route. Am I going to go over here and just play that side character forever with these people that I love and care about and just accept that and that's going to be my story? Or am I going to go over here kind of on my own route and build what I need to build and be that main character that I'm supposed to be? You got to make a choice. Both sides come with sacrifices. Both sides come with heartbreak. Both sides come with loss. That's just going to be a part of it regardless. Why not take the main character route? At least you could say, you know, I did this as the main person. I did this while I was focusing on myself. This happened when I was in a bag just worrying about what I had to do and bettering myself and becoming a better person and becoming a better me and growing and evolving. Like, instead of like, oh, over here where it's like, oh, this happened when I was like lost. I wasn't really focused on myself. I was helping this and I was worried about being this person and this. And that's what, it's crazy because that's what relationships do a lot of times to you. That's like, you become a man in, you know, some woman's life or a girl in some man's life, whatever the case may be, and you kind of lose your character. Like you now you just become that person's boyfriend, that person's girlfriend, that person's, you literally lose your identity. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. Regaining your identity and bringing it like, yo, this is who I am, and showing it to people like, this is actually what I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I am, and this is what I can do. And that's what my 2025 is about, to truly be about. I feel like for myself, I picked my route. I'm slowly diving more into my route and associating with the route that I want, which is I'm ready to be the main character. I'm ready to be, and like I said, it's not on some like narcissistic stuff. It's more just on some, this is what I need to do to figure this stuff out. You know what I think about a lot, bro? I think about like the fact that when Jesus left, what did he leave? Nazareth? I'm pretty sure Jesus left Nazareth when he was 13 and he didn't come back until he was 30. And I respect that so much, bro. I think that's so crazy and so dope. And I reflect on that a lot because it's like, if Jesus did it when he was 13, who am I to not do that and go focus on myself and go do what I got to do for myself and come back? And I ain't saying I need to leave for, what's that, 17 years? I'm not saying that. But if he had to do it, I kind of got to look at that and think, dang. And a lot of people do that anyway. A lot of the people, influencers, celebrities, the people we look at, you know, in media and stuff, that's what a lot of them do. They get away from where they was and they jump into that main character. They jump in the driver's seat and they got to do what they got to do to go become who they supposed to become. And I think that's where I'm trying to take it now. And I'm ready to go 10 toes in with it. To even get a little more transparent, I look at the people I'm around and I kind of see them like slowly, like it's like I'm watching them walk away. Like I'm watching them not move away from me, but I'm watching them like kind of pick their routes, and I can kind of see it early. And I'm seeing what they're doing. You know, maybe they've had kids, they got their girl. I just got one homie who recently down on the knee. Shout out to him. He's got down on the knee to marry his girl and everything. You feel me? So that's happening with him. This person's happening with this thing, that thing, and I feel like I'm slowly watching them kind of pick their routes and everything, and I'm still kind of like, and I'm so focused on them where I feel like I'm just watching them do their thing, and it's like, and it's almost like another version of me is in my ear asking me, so what you gonna do? You gonna go with them? And it's like, I sit there and I think, and I'm like, I don't know if I can. Because I'm not who I'm supposed to be yet, and I know I'm not. I know there's more to it. I know there's more to the story that's supposed to be written. And if I go and follow them, I know this story, it's like I'm leaving the book and then I'm going. And it's like, damn. And I don't know if I can do that, bro. And I think I might have to go the other way, at least for a while. I got some stuff, you know, I got, it's still a big story to tell here. You know, they kind of picked their routes. I didn't. I'm still one foot in, one foot out. But when I put both feet in and I choose, it's like, nah, I gotta go do what I gotta do for me, bro. Just like they did. And that's not gonna be the easiest thing in the world. And it's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna come without sacrifice. It's not gonna come without hardships. It's not gonna come, but I've been through that already. That's my thing. I've been through that already, bro. I've been there, and I think that's prepared me for this decision and for this year and what I'm gonna be faced with this year and this change that I'm gonna be faced with this year. And it's so crazy because I like to be transparent on here, so I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. Literally yesterday, I got here, got to my crib, pulled up. Literally, when I parked out of nowhere. And they're around here, but I never had this happen yet. I literally parked right away from my car. A deer comes walking past, just chilling, just walking past. You feel me? But kind of like out of nowhere. Like this is like 4 p.m. This ain't nighttime. This ain't early in the morning. No, this is like 4 p.m. Deer just comes walking across the street. Oh, okay. I don't know what he doing. He need to hurry up and get across the street. You feel me? Later at night, I was watching something, and it was like, yo, a deer. It was something. It was I was watching a YouTuber or something, and they was like in the game that he was playing. They were like, oh, a deer crossed your path. You know that means change is coming or something like that, or it's good luck or something. Looked it up real quick. I'm like, that's crazy. That literally happened to me today. I looked it up. It was like the thing that I read, it says something about positive change coming, you know, like something about like guidance and everything like that. And I was like, damn, that's so relative. What's been going on in my head and where my mind has been in like what especially at the top of 2025 like that, like that was just crazy. And I pay a lot to symbolism and shit, so that's another reason why, you know. But that was just a little thing I thought was dope. That was like, it was very relevant once I looked it up and everything, how, you know, crazy that kind of was. Yeah, man. If we want more for ourselves, we gotta at some point, you gotta be the main character for yourself at some point. That's I'm gonna end it like that. You gotta, at least, even if it's for a while, or even if it's, you know, but you gotta, even if it's for a year, 6 months, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever the case may be. And that's how I'm feeling right now, where it's like it could take me years. If that's what it is, and that's what it is, and I'm ready to give myself to that, because I've given myself to everybody and everything around me so much, and it's like, I've done that enough. It's time for me to give to me. I need me. So that's what it is. Story needs an immense amount of focus and writing, and I need to dive into it full force to figure this thing we call life out for myself. And figure out who I really am. And not even just figure out who I really am, but I'm really trying to give myself to the world in a sense. Like I'm trying to show like what I really can do and prove it to myself while proving it to, not really proving it to the world, but just giving it to the world while proving to myself like, damn, I'm doing stuff that I didn't even think I could do. Like along with the stuff I knew I could do. It's just dope. And I need that. I need that growth. I need that challenge. I need that evolution. And I hope the same for y'all, for real. You know that though. You know that. Come on. We doing this together, you know? And I'm gonna see y'all another one. I got some videos. I'm definitely gonna be dropping a good amount of videos this week. Starting off 2025 the way we supposed to, you know, and staying focused and locked in and just becoming better. That's what it's all about. And I hope that for y'all. Hope that for me. I'm gonna see y'all, bro. Peace.